I love
it. We are back with Hollywood royalty, Isabella Rossellini, along with her mother there, Hollywood legend Ingrid Bergman. We're back on Access Hollywood Live with Isabella. Her new Hulu drama is called Shut Eye as well. You want to check that out. It's fascinating. But we were talking during the commercial break about all the roles and the modeling that you've done over the years and how much your mother taught you about the business. What do you think is the best advice she gave you?
I think my parents, my father too, was a filmmaker. I think they loved what they did so much. And I follow that. I try to really do the project that I love, that I feel passionate about. And it really makes you very happy if you have that opportunity.
Keeps you young.
Yeah, it does. But you've had such an incredible career. You have two beautiful children.
Yes.
And I love hearing about Elettra and the career she has.
Yeah.
I mean,
and Roberto,
and
too.
Roberto. So
and
I have
Roberto.
both my children are model. Elettra is a model. Roberto is a model. Elettra also is now venturing into food, and she is having a book coming out, a cookbook coming out. And she
likes to cook too.
Yes, she likes very, very much to cook, and Roberto wants to be a photographer. So, I mean, the food is part of my life, maybe because I'm Italian and I do have a little organic farm. So that is really her own turf. But Roberto is model and photographer, which is very much something that ran into the family. My grandfather was a photographer, my father a director. So
that's amazing. And I know, Natalie, you worked at Lancome, right?
I did. Well, it was funny. I worked the counter at a shopping mall, and
really?
you were our beauty. You were the model for the brand, and we remember when there was a time it was all Isabella Rossellini, and then they replaced you. What happened?
Well, at the time, the executive at Lancome explained to me that advertisement is a dream. It isn't a reality. And women dream to be young. And since I became 40, they wanted to replace me with a younger model, which they did, in spite of the fact that the campaign was tremendously successful. But a year ago, they got me back. So I said, what happened? I'm 20 years older. And they said, and that was really good news for all of us.
Yeah.
They said, oh, really, the dream has changed. Women don't really dream to be eternally young, but to be powerful, to have a fulfilled life, to have a career, to have children. And so now the advertisement is quite changed. And if you look at Lancome, they have Julia Roberts, Kate Winslet, Lupita Nyong'o, all women who have careers, and you know they are ruling their careers. You know, they don't have a Pygmalion that decides to them what.
What do you think made that change in the industry? I think it's so fascinating.
Women.
I mean, we did. Isn't that the answer? Don't you think that women becoming successful and running these companies?
You know, and Lancome, exactly. The Lancome new CEO, Françoise Liman, is a woman. And I think she was, like all of us, offended by, you know, you have to be blonde, tall, thin, and not older than 32. She was offended, like we were all offended by it, and she made a big difference. I think that as long as there were men executive, men had understood the cosmetic and the fashion in terms of what we use this as instruments to seduce them. But we don't use makeup and fashion only to seduce men. For us, it's a game. We often do it among women more than doing it for our husbands. And all that voice was missing, and women executive are bringing in that voice.
Well, I love that the modeling industry in general is noted. They are definitely transitioning, and there is more diversity. There's more diversity in the body shapes that you're seeing as well. I mean, was it a market that was completely missed for the longest time?
Of course.
I think so. I mean, I don't think that it was missed. It wasn't a market that was missed because they were buying the product anyway, but it was, in the communication, it was the dream. And the dream has changed because women are more assertive.
Well, and the dream is now not about how pretty you are. The dream is about being powerful, being successful, going and making your dreams come true. Like, that's a wonderful thing that you represent now.
More grounded in reality. Yeah. It's what women want rather than a dream of what they think we want.
We should, a model that we should, you know, achieve and try to be is who we are. Realize yourself and your full ability and capacity.
So I have to tell you, I'm a big fan of green porno. I think you're we talk about a dream coach. I mean, you are so adventurous and fun, and I love that you go out there and have these projects that mean something to you, and you just...
Well, I was always interested in animals, and I'm studying even to finish a master's degree at Hunter College on animal behavior. Yes. So then, as I was studying, I started making this funny film about animals because it's fascinating. The animals are fascinating, of course.
Yeah, of course.
But they're also funny. They make me laugh. And so I try to underline what made me laugh about them.
So that's on the Sundance Channel, which is, if you haven't checked it out, Green Porno. It's fascinating. It's
fantastic.
Fun to watch.
So the full season of Shut Eye is available next Wednesday, December 7th on Hulu.